to order. And we are
Looking at it.
call our 7 o'clock meeting to order, and we will have our prayer followed by our pledge. Our Heavenly Father, we think of a lot of the things that are going on in our world right now, and sickness and death and conflict and argument, and we just ask that Tyrone will be just a picture of unity and harmony and peace, and that we will be a light for you to others. And we thank you for those who invest their time and their safety and their lives for our town, and we thank you for the hard work that is put in, and pray that everything that we say and do will be glorifying to you. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I'm going to, as far as our agenda goes, there's a chance that we're gonna bump the recognition of the Flat Rock Middle students down to when they actually get here and we're able to do so. So Counselor, it's okay if we approve the agenda as it appears, but, okay. Okay. All right, we have a request by Mr. Campbell to remove item number 4 and off of the consent agenda. So we'll just put it at the, let's see, we'll have to put that at new business. So that'll go, we'll make that number 6B, if you will. We'll cover that before we cover the emergency access. So is there a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So we'll skip the presentation for now, and let's go to old business. And Philip?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just per our last meeting, this is a consideration to approve an adoption resolution for the Tyrone Town Center Streetscape and Mobility LCI.
Mr. Mayor, all that back and forth, you
Yeah.
approved the agenda, but did you approve the consent agenda?
Do not believe we did.
Okay.
Okay. So is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good catch, sir. Thank you. All right, Philip.
Yes, sir, just the adoption resolution for the Town Center Streetscape Mobility LCI. Per our discussions from our last meeting, if there are any questions, please let me know.
Not from me. I appreciate the presentation, and I know you all put a lot of work into that, so thank you for that too. So, but I will open the floor to questions. If there are no questions, we'll just take a motion.
Go ahead, Dean.
I make a motion to approve an adoption resolution for the Tyrone Town Center Streetscape and Mobility LCI.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. And Mr. Campbell, you've asked for this next item to be taken off consent agenda. Would you like to?
I did. Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I can't, myself, I can't see spending $7,500 on Christmas decorations. We already have Christmas decorations here. I don't truly think that the populace really appreciates the work that goes into them. But at this stage, we have spent so much money on you know, fireworks and other things here that to bring a nice Christmas and tree lighting ceremony for our people. To add another $7,500, I think I don't think that's prudent of us to be spending that money.
Anybody else have any thoughts about that?
I would like to know if Linda has any opinion on why she thinks this is good for the town, and if she's had any citizen feedback that we're unaware of.
This first is, in the budget, there's a $12,000 line item for town decorations. What is good about this, well, there's a lot of it. One, they hang them, they maintain them if something blows or breaks. They take them down and store them. The $7,500 is because I chose to ask him for a one-year contract. I have every confidence this guy is great. I know who he is. He did cacao, if you remember that little last year. But it's not prudent, it's not a good use of the town money to go ahead and sign a 3-year contract for a lesser amount. It made more sense to sign a 1-year contract for the $7,500. He said he would give us a price break, but we had to sign it for 3 years. It'll be $5,000 and some change.
Each year? Each
Yes,
year.
sir. Yes, sir, but we had to promise 3 years. I spoke with him today. He said that as a sponsorship, he would go ahead and add decorating the new pavilion to it and hanging a wreath on it. That would not necessitate putting nails or hooks, because Philip and I talked about it, that we would like to further discuss where those permanent hooks would go. The lighting may be hung with clasps that are magnetic, so there'll be no damage at all to the building, and it will be decorated. He also provides a scissor lift. Well, I think it costs us maybe $600 a week for the guys to get a scissor lift. They probably wouldn't need that because he has one. It is very professional looking. It is cohesive. It's a good representation of the town. And Mr. Campbell is right, it is a little bit more money. And of course, that would be up to you if you would wish to not do it or to do it for 3 years. I just think it's not prudent to go with a 3-year contract with any company that you have not tried.
So in addition to what we have here, in this contract?
Yes, sir.
7,500, he's offered to also do the stage.
For free, if you will,
And
as a sponsorship.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
We've
go
never
ahead.
used an outside service before to do
No,
this.
we have not. And let me quickly, I'll try to make it quick, tell you what it would get us. It's going to outline the building, this building, with lights. It's going to light up your sign out front with lights and garland with a bumper that goes across the driveway because there's no electricity to that light where it is. It would align a good portion of the trees in the back of Shamrock Park with lights around the bottoms of the trees. It would professionally do our big Christmas tree. The guys are wonderful, but bless their hearts, they're not really that great at decorating. So they would really light up the town tree. They agreed to hang the ornaments that we already owned on the tree. They would wrap the railing at Shamrock Park on the bridge with lights. As far as Veterans Park is concerned, they would do the gazebo. They would even go down to the museum and wrap the white fence around the museum. And they will maintain it all. And then they will come in the first week in January, take it all down, take it away and store it. The next year, if you liked it and wanted to go forward, we can revisit it and see, oh, well, we need a little bit more here or not as much there, and he's more than willing to do that. Some of you may or may not know him. He used to be with OM, Andrew Scott. I had no idea it was him until I heard his voice. He's Scottish or Irish. I don't know. Anyway, he is a stand-up guy with a great company. Of course, that doesn't always mean anything, but he's a good guy, and I have every confidence that his work is going to be wonderful.
So
Oh, go ahead.
are the lights he's installing something we've already purchased?
No,
So we're
he's
in,
bringing them.
okay. That's a good thing to know too. So our guys, our public works guys, mostly guys, I think, all guys, will still be doing, the banners on the street signs
Yes.
and some of the things that we normally do. And in addition, I would think the museum will do some other additional decorating at the museum. So, I think everything you described is a good, use of money. I think that the impact on the beauty of the town and the adding to the Christmas spirit is a good thing to invest in.
Agree.
Sir?
I would also say that in not having to rent that scissor lift and taking our public works guys off of some of those other duties, that also helps them out. And during this holiday season, I know they, like every year, they're very busy
They are.
doing all of that work, and being able to take that load off of them, I'm for that as well. I don't think it's that much. I actually like that $5,000 number more than the
Yes.
75.
Yes.
But I understand that, you know, your apprehension about signing a long-term contract. Is there the ability to be able to get that price in the future if we like what we,
Yes, he agreed that we had a price if we had not signed the 1 year. If we'd signed the 3-year contract, it would have been $5,475. I spoke to him today. He said he will honor that price next year going forward for 3 years if we decide to do it.
okay?
So it would be the same price as if we had signed it 3 years today.
All right. By the way, my wife likes the garland that's down here by the gas station. I like it when my
Oh,
wife's
I'm so-
happy, so.
Didn't they do a good job? That's the best job anybody's ever done, hanging them. That was
All right.
EMC. Shout out.
Okay,
What will we do with the decorations that we already own?
Oh,
That we
they'll
u-
all go out. Everything will still go out. I can send you, I have a breakdown of everything Public Works would be responsible for still and everything that the company would do. So things like decorate the tree, they don't have to do that anymore. The company would do it. Line any of the lighting on the town hall, they wouldn't do it, the company would. But then again, there's that big tree that floats, they would still do that. They would still put the arches over the
Okay.
bridge, but the guys would line the company would line the rails. So it would be kind of a partnership. There would be less for them to have to do,
What
but
ab-
they still would have to do. Yes,
What,
ma'am.
what all will they do at Veterans Park to the gazebo?
They're going to outline the the gazebo. And we will still have a tree in there that we will decorate and way down. So it doesn't take
And it'll
flight again.
stand up.
Yes, sir.
okay.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Any other comments? All right, does anybody want to make a motion?
I would like to make a motion that we approve the IC Lights Agreement for the installation, maintenance, and removal of the town Christmas lights for $7,500.
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
All right. Now we go to our original item number 7.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This item before you is a consideration to approve an emergency access easement agreement with Crestwind Peachtree City Community Association Incorporated. So just a little background, the Industrial Park Emergency Access Project, PW 2024-09, encountered an issue of necessitating grading beyond the town's property and limits shortly after preliminary engineering design commenced last year. As such, an approval from the adjoining property owner, Crestwind Community Association, was needed in order to perform this grading work to tie into the access roadway. The following agreement was created after much discussion between staff and the association and our legal counsel. Upon approval, staff will immediately resume final engineering of the project and move toward bidding as the project has been budgeted this fiscal year. Plans are approximately at 90% as designed, with no land acquisition necessary. The anticipated time to bidding the project is under 3 months if we approve.
Questions? Good news.
Real good news.
Any feedback or comments from the property owners in industrial park about this? Are they informed about this?
They are generally informed, yes, especially the adjoining property owners. I did reach out to them and notified them. Be honest with you, the fact that they can't use it all the time, they're just like, whatever.
But I mean,
A little
some are
bit.
gonna be able to build or sell or whatever, and they used to not be able to.
That's true. Well, we actually, when we received this property from the previous property owner, this strip of land, council actually already voted to lift that construction moratorium. So that construction moratorium has already been lifted. Since that time, nobody has constructed yet, which is probably a good thing, because it was anticipated that we would just be able to do this project since we had the land. It wasn't until we got into engineering design that we found that we had to step up. So that construction moratorium has already been lifted, but yes, this will provide additional safety to the industrial park. Of course, all of those business owners they're looking for full secondary access, which is just not going to happen. But
Philip, what's the cost of this?
the cost that we budgeted for the emergency access easement, I think with Scott, it was around 130 or.
The latest estimate that came in was 300,000, but I believe that included paving the road, and we're looking at not paving the road.
Right, okay.
I thought we had decided it was gonna be a stone. Right? Didn't we go with that?
Gravel, yes.
Right, gravel.
Yes, that is correct.
All right. Is there a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the emergency access easement agreement with Crestwind Peachtree City Community Association Incorporated.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, let's do our public comments. We'll still come back to the students if they can get here. Just to inform us of that, yeah, absolutely.
Good evening, everyone. They did confirm that they're not able to be here. She shared a presentation, so if it's okay, I can still shout them out when you're ready, sir. But I'm enjoying this, so put me at the bottom if you need to.
Okay, all right. And I want to introduce you anyway, so, all right, any public comments? Okay, hearing none. Staff comments?
The first, I just wanted to formally introduce you to Ms. Cherish Mitchell. She is our new code enforcement officer. Yeah. Welcome aboard. She's already hit the ground running. We're just getting all kinds of stuff knocked out, so it's been wonderful. I know individually, I think most of you have already met her, but just wanted her to be recognized at a council meeting. And then the only other item that we had was just a discussion about the pavilion. I had some discussion with some council members about a kind of a grand opening ceremony for the pavilion. Also to get any feedback on if there is a designated name that you want to have. Right now, it is just the Shamrock Pavilion or Shamrock Park Pavilion. Our thoughts in terms of a grand opening was to do something before Thanksgiving if we could. The Tyrone Rotary has agreed to sponsor a continental breakfast or food for up to 100 people for that grand opening if we choose to do that. Just wanted to get any feedback from you on if you had some thoughts about preferring it to be on a weekend or a weekday, things like that.
People ask me that at the trick or treat, and my assumption at the time was that we would just do it in conjunction with the tree lighting.
That's an option as well.
I'm not saying that it has to be that way. That was just my assumption. But we can do, if y'all have a strong conviction about it.
Well, if you were to do something, I would suggest maybe you get Sandy Creek Band the concert band or, jazz band or whatever, some part of their musical department to put, to have, and I think that'll bring some people out, at least for that show, or that, and have some sort of a presentation and let them perform for an hour or a half hour. It's just a thought.
My thoughts are, this is a significant event, building for Tyrone. We've put a lot of money into this, a lot of taxpayer money, and it's in our feature item is Shamrock Park. And so I think to make a specific celebration on a specific day just for it, to show the appreciation for people of not only, their tax dollars being invested in bringing beautification and enjoyment to the downtown area, but also to highlight any potential investors that may want to come and see what we've done here, to, do it on social media to say, hey, look, we have this place where you can come and have a concert if you want. We were still working out some of the ordinances as far as fees and those types of things, but just to kind of put it in the map, put it on the paper, in the newspaper, and celebrate that we have this beautiful place now to do all of our holiday events and to highlight the beautiful town of Tyrone and just to celebrate with our citizens. I think like a Saturday morning, if we could swing it, would be good. Not too early, like 9 or something. Because it gets late, it gets light later now with the time change back. So those are my thoughts.
I agree with both of them. I think it should be a standout thing, but I also agree that community participation is a must. So I agree with Billy, having members of the Flat Rock Middle School community, as well as the Sandy Creek, even Birch Elementary, the local churches, some of the performing arts centers, get everybody out here and let's make it a community event because it's a community building.
Yeah, if we were to do it before Christmas, we'd put something together pretty quickly. We can try and reach out to the schools to see if they can put together a small or quick performance that just kind of maybe showcases the stage and how it functions. But yeah, we can put something together for a Saturday morning, maybe the 15th, November 15th or something like that, and invite, the schools, the churches, Chamber of Commerce, surrounding.
Say November 15th.
Yeah, then it would be maybe a week after that.
Pretty ambitious.
Then that's Thanksgiving weekend?
Especially if you're in the holiday season, all the school bands are gonna be,
Yeah.
I'll
they're
tell
gonna
you
be
what,
busy.
so that we're not micromanaging that many details,
Let 'em
Sure.
figure it
why don't
out.
y'all figure that out?
Okay,
Does that sound good?
but a direction to do.
Entertainment center.
A direction to do some sort of dedicated ceremony? Do I have that understanding? To prepare something for you?
Figure something out. It's y'all do.
I was gonna say something.
There's a few more staff comments. And I do have one thing when he finishes.
Good evening, just my bi-weekly check-in on the police department side, give you guys an update. So the 14th of this month, soon-to-be Officer Andy Flogler will be graduating the police academy, so he'll be joining us on the road, starting his FTO program. We've issued 2 conditional offers to 2 uncertified applicants that we like quite a bit. If all goes well, they will be starting the academy in January. So that will be the 3rd academy class through Fayette County. So we're getting that ball rolling now, and hopefully all goes well, and that's full staff.
Nice.
So that's where we're at right now. Any questions?
Thank you, Chief.
Thanks,
Oh, yeah,
Chief.
absolutely.
Appreciate it.
And just quickly, just a reminder that Tuesday at 11 at Veterans Park, we have our Veterans Day celebration. So hope everybody can make it. We will advertise it again tomorrow. Another email and social media post will go out, and I'll probably bump it again on Monday. But usually have a pretty good turnout. I think people know about it and expect it, but yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Weather will have a lot to do with it.
It's gonna be
too, 'cause
chilly.
It's gonna be
Yeah, it's
cool.
gonna be a little chilly, yep.
All right, Sandy Scott. Okay, D.
What's that? Oh, yeah, go ahead on the AGL relocation. We got some good news on that.
So AGL is working on two projects right now in town. One's going to be down Briarwood. They're replacing the entire line over there because it's old. And also the roundabout, and they've started the projects, and anticipated completion date for both of those is November 28th. AT&T is also working on the roundabout right now, and they have to cross under Arrowwood, so we'll probably see some one-lane closures at time, because they have to hand dig that versus boring it because of the amount of utilities in that area. So just for everybody to know, there may be some delays on Arrowwood and on Briarwood.
All right. Well, I would like to introduce a guest, someone who is near and dear to my heart, and we've known each other for, I guess, 15 to 20 years now. And my oldest son was a classmate of her son, and she is an absolute rock star. If you don't know this lady, you need to get to know her. She has hopped around in our education system as teacher, principal, you name it. She is currently the principal at Flat Rock Middle School, and she is revered and admired by those who know her, those who work for her, and does a fantastic job with the children. And so she was going to introduce some young people tonight, and so she is going to do that for them, I believe. So, Dr. Reckley.
Good evening. I'm honored to be here. I feel awkward talking this way. Just know my heart is with you all behind me. As Mayor Dow said, I've known him for quite some time. I remember inviting him to come in and speak to my scholars and being surprised at how quickly he said yes, and the energy that he showed up with to talk to the regular students, right? So I was impressed by him in that space, and then I remained impressed with him and the way he parented not only his children, but seemed to parent our entire community. So I'm thankful for him and his service. Councilman Hunter has two scholars with me now, and I appreciate him trusting me to lead a school where he sends his students each day. So thank you both for that trust. So I was super excited about having our scholars come in to highlight what they've done. And as we talked about when you all were in the back, I didn't press send on the address. So I drafted, and the kids were super excited about it. But it's a busy week for them, so they probably needed the rest. I believe God doesn't make mistakes, right? So I will highlight their accomplishments really quickly. Our orchestra had two scholars who made it to the second round of All-State. Kat Lon Hung and Ezra White are two amazing musicians, and so we're excited to see how they move forward. Additionally, we had some scholars for Skills USA. Skills USA is typically a high school organization. Last year, one of my connections teachers took it on to give our scholars a preview and to make sure we were properly preparing scholars for Sandy Creek High School. She had zero idea or intent that they would actually go in and win. She just simply wanted to give them exposure. Well, we won first place in the Champions Rally for a recruitment poster design, and then second place for a t-shirt design. And those scholars involved were Lucia Campos, Isabella Angel, and Carolyn Stevens. So we're super proud of those students, and I look forward to partnering with you all to celebrate their excellence at future meetings. Thank you so much for having me.
And can you give us a 30-second on what Skills USA is? I sort of remember it, but I remember it being a very fantastic club.
So Skills USA allows our students to go through, and our broadcast teacher is actually connected to Sandy Creek's Skills USA sponsor. So we go through, and the activities or skills that they present are anything from like I just described here, design, marketing. It's a crossover when I think of a business space as well as engineering or design space. Typically, Sandy Creek has outperformed other schools in our district. We always have a solid presence. I say always. Madison, my daughter, is 17, so that's how long I've been in the district for over 17 years. We've maintained a solid presence in that category. So I'm excited that we're able to use programs that have changed and evolved over time to allow our scholars to use those technical skills to design, build, market.
Thank you.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you again.
Appreciate that. All righty.
One more thing. Just
Yes.
as you all were talking about performances, we are moving away from the in-school performances. So if you want to give our scholars additional opportunities to go through and display their talent, it'll be a good idea. Tell me soon, though, and I promise I'll press send on the address.
Can I call you tomorrow? We'll be in touch.
Okay. So, staff comment, council comments. Anyone?
I know this is a little ahead of the game, but for Veterans Day, I appreciate all the work Public Works did, sprucing it up, putting out all the crosses again, and special shout out to Brandon for getting those logos redone at the end caps of the park. They look fabulous and got the new logo on there. So thank you.
And it looks good where you took the tree down.
I didn't even notice they took it down. That's good.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
I knew they were working, well,
I'm teasing.
I do have to get back to you. I owe you a replacement tree, a discussion about replacement trees, so I do owe you that discussion, so.
I would like to give a shout out to Sandy Creek's high school football team. They're 10-0, and they won their region, and they start they have playoff game is next Friday, the 14th.
Any other council comments? Okay, we do have a need for executive session, one about minutes and one personnel. All right. And so we are going to move to executive session. If you choose to wait until we're finished just to say goodbye to us, you can, but we're moving there now.